What are we learning today?
Learning Toolkit.
Let's learn all about elephants! Elephants are the largest land animals in the world. Do you know how big an elephant is? They're quite tall. The largest elephant ever found was 13 feet high. That's as tall as a car is long. On average, a male African elephant weighs 6,000 kilograms. That's the same as about 4 cars. Elephants have very big ears, much bigger than yours. They use these to cool down. Warm blood flows into them, which then releases heat into the environment. If the ears aren't cooling enough, they'll also use their trunk to spray water on its back. Ooh, refreshing. African elephants have very tough skin, up to an inch thick, but they live in very sunny places, so they need to use sunscreen. Not like humans do, they use mud. They'll have a bath in a lake, then blow dust all over themselves to cover themselves in mud. There are 2 main types of elephant, African and Asian. Today we have an African elephant. They have 2 large tusks on their face. They use them to dig for food and water and strip bark from trees. Elephants are mammals like humans, dogs, tigers, whales, bats, and more. But elephants are the only mammal that can't jump. No skipping for them. Elephants have a very long nose. It's called a trunk. It has about 100,000 muscles. A human body only has around 600. They use it to do lots of things. Smelling, breathing, trumpeting, drinking, and also for grabbing things like food. What do elephants eat? They eat roots, grass, fruit, and bark. And they eat a lot. An adult elephant could eat up to 140 kilograms of food each day. That's nearly the weight of a fully grown panda bear. They also get very thirsty. They can drink up to 57,000 litres of water in a year. That's the same as 5 cement mixers. It's 280 times what a human drinks in a year. Elephants are pregnant for much longer than humans, 22 months. That's nearly 2.5 times a human pregnancy. When a baby elephant is born, it weighs 90 kilos, more than a fully grown man, and can be 3 feet tall. That's as tall as a 2-year-old human. Female elephants and babies will travel in a herd, but the males will wander around on their own. In a herd, there is usually one female leader, like a queen. Did you know that elephants are pretty smart? They are one of the few animals that can recognize themselves. Oh, hi there. They also communicate over very long distances, up to 10 kilometers, using very low rumbling sounds, just like whales. That means they could talk to each other from across a city like Paris in France. They can live to be very old, up to 70 years, but they don't need a walking stick. We hope you enjoyed learning about the mighty elephant. To learn about more animals and dinosaurs, please make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below on what animal you want to see next. Finally, you can click the links at the end of this video for more animals or dinosaur facts. Bye, elephant! What are we learning today?
Learning Toolkit.
Let's learn all about lions. Roar! Lions are large cats. Do you know how big they can be? They can grow up to 2 meters long. They're known as the king of the jungle, but they actually live in grasslands and plains. Male lions are usually bigger than female lions, and you can tell the difference by males having a mane around their neck, although there is one kind of male lion in Kenya that doesn't have one. Are lions slow or fast? They can run really fast, up to 80 kilometers an hour for short distances, nearly twice as fast as a human. Lions are the only cats that live in groups, called prides. A usual pride can have up to 3 males, 12 females, and plenty of kids. Lions can be lazy. They can sleep up to 20 hours a day. A lion's favourite time to hunt is when it's dark and the moon is below the horizon. They can jump very far, up to 11 meters. That's as long as a telephone pole if it was laid flat. What noise does a lion make? A roar! It's louder than a helicopter. Their roar is so loud it can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. That's 8 times as long as the famous Bondi Beach. It's the loudest roar of any big cat. Lions have lots of very sharp teeth. They have 3 types. Small ones at the front, very sharp ones at the back for chewing, and the big 4 canines. They can be up to 7 centimeters long. That's nearly the length of a grown-up middle finger. Lions have big furry paws. They can be up to 12 inches wide. That's nearly the length of a bowling pin. They have 5 claws on their front paws that can go in and out for when they're needed. Lions used to be all over Africa and India, but now sadly are mainly just in Africa and one tiny population in India. So what have we learned about lions? We learned that they're the king of the jungle, but they don't live in a jungle. Male lions are bigger than females and they have manes around their necks. They can run really fast. Lions live together in groups called prides. They can be very lazy. Female lions do the hunting for dinner, and they like to hunt in the dark. They can jump very far, and lions have the loudest roar. They have lots of sharp teeth. Lions have big paws with retractable claws. And they're found in Africa, and also a little bit in India. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fierce lion. To learn about more animals and dinosaurs, please make sure you subscribe and don't forget to comment down below on what animal you want to see next. Finally, you can click the links at the end of this video for more animals or dinosaur facts. Bye, lions! What are we learning today?
Learning Toolkit.
Let's learn all about giraffes. Giraffes are very tall. How tall are they? They grow up to nearly 6 meters long. That's the height of over 3 fully grown humans. Their legs and neck alone can be 6 feet long, still taller than the average human. How heavy is a giraffe? Giraffes weigh around the same as 2 fully grown bears. Giraffes eat lots of plants and leaves, up to 45 kilograms a day. That's like eating 114 heads of lettuce in a day. They eat by slurping from high trees with their long tongues that can be over 55 centimeters long, 5 times longer than a human's. It's black and blue so that it doesn't get burnt in the sun. Even though giraffes are tall and gangly, they can run as fast as 55 kilometers an hour over short distances. That's faster than any human. Or at 16 kilometers an hour over longer distances. Giraffes spend most of their lives standing up. They even sleep and give birth standing up. Look at the giraffe's coat. A giraffe's spots are like a human fingerprint. No two are the same. Giraffes have the largest heart of any land mammal. It's 2 feet long and weighs 11 kilograms, which is as heavy as a small dog. It pumps lots of blood around its body at twice the pressure of a human heart. When a baby giraffe is born, it can stand and walk within 1 hour. Imagine a human baby doing that. Even though a giraffe neck is way longer than a human's, it actually has the same number of neck bones, just 7. But they're much bigger, up to 10 inches long. They have big feet. Their feet are the size of a dinner plate, with a diameter of 30 centimeters. Giraffes like to hang around in groups. A group of giraffes is called a tower. A tower will have around 15 members led by one male. Giraffes used to be found all over Africa, but sadly they're now only found just below the Sahara Desert. So what have we learned? We learned that giraffes are very tall. Their legs and neck are longer than a human. They're pretty heavy. And giraffes eat lots of food. They do that by slurping with their big tongues that don't get sunburned. They can run pretty fast, and they stand up all the time, even to sleep. Giraffes have unique spots, just like fingerprints. They have the biggest heart of any land mammal. And baby giraffes can stand and walk an hour after being born. Even though they're much longer, they have the same number of neck bones as a human. Giraffes have very big feet, and they live in groups called towers. They live in parts of Africa, just below the Sahara Desert. We hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing giraffe. To learn about more animals and dinosaurs, please make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below on what animal you want to see next. Finally, you can click the links at the end of this video for more animals or dinosaur facts. Bye, giraffes! What are we learning today?
Learning Toolkit.
Let's learn all about tigers. Tigers are the largest cats in the world. Adult tigers can weigh up to 360 kilograms. That's about the same as 10 10-year-olds. And they can measure up to 3.3 meters long. That's nearly as long as a car. They may be big and heavy, but they're not slow. In fact, at full speed, they can reach up to 65 kilometers an hour, so it would win the 100-meter sprint easily. Unlike other cats, tigers are great swimmers and can swim up to 6 kilometers in one go. A tiger's back legs, or hind legs, are longer than its front legs, giving them the ability to leap forward 20 to 30 feet in one jump, and 12 feet straight up in the air. Tigers have a 3-foot long tail. This helps them balance on tree branches and also make tight turns when running through the jungle. They're the only cat species with stripes, and if you shaved them, the stripes would still be on the skin. No two tigers have the same stripes. They're just like human fingerprints. Tigers get very hungry. They could eat the equivalent of 100 cans of cat food every day. And anything they can't eat, they hide from everybody else. Tigers have 30 teeth, all for different uses. The biggest ones are the canines. Tigers have large padded feet that make it easier for them to silently stalk their prey. And their night vision is up to 6 times greater than a human. Unlike lions, tigers don't spend their lives in groups. They prefer to be solitary. Female tigers raising cubs will stay in a group though. When they're in a group, it's called an ambush. When cubs are born, they're blind, and they have no teeth, just like human babies. They completely depend on their mums. When they turn 2 years old, they can head out on their own though. Tigers have a really loud roar. It can be heard as far as 3 kilometers away. These white spots on the backs of their ears are sometimes thought to function as pretend eyes to ward off potential attackers from the rear. Another theory is that they help tiger cubs follow their mothers through tall grass and trees, but no one is really sure. Today there are 5 subspecies of tiger: Bengal, South China, Indo-Chinese, Sumatran, and Siberian. Less than 100 years ago, tigers could be found throughout Asia, but because of hunting and habitat loss, sadly this number has been reduced to around 7% of its former size. So what have we learned? We learned that tigers are the largest cats in the world. They weigh up to 360 kilos and measure up to 3.3 meters long. They're not slow, it would win the 100-meter sprint easily. They're great swimmers. They have longer hind legs so they can jump forward 20 to 30 feet and jump straight up 12 feet. Tigers use their tails to balance on branches and run through the jungle very quickly. They're the only cat species with stripes, and if you shave them, the stripes would still be on the skin. No two tigers have the same stripes, just like fingerprints. Tigers could eat 100 cans of cat food every day. They have 30 teeth, including huge canines. And they also have large padded feet to move silently. Their night vision is up to 6 times greater than a human. Tigers prefer to be solitary, but when they're in a group, it's called an ambush. When tiger cubs are born, they're blind and have no teeth like human babies. They rely on their mums until they're 2 years old. They've got a really loud roar. It can be heard as far as 3 kilometers away. White spots on the backs of their ears might help tiger cubs follow their mothers through tall grass and trees, but no one is really sure. There are 5 subspecies: Bengal, South China, Indo-Chinese, Sumatran, and Siberian. Hunting and habitat loss has reduced the number of tigers to around 7% of its former size. We hope you enjoyed learning about the ferocious tiger. To learn about more animals and dinosaurs, please make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below on what animal you want to see next. Finally, you can click the links at the end of this video for more animals or dinosaur facts. Bye, tigers!